Hello friends, this is your Safa and welcome to Safa Editor Info. In today's video, we are going to discuss about elements classification, modern periodic table. Before discussing about part 3, we will discuss part 2, we will revise once. So we have discussed modern periodic law or Mosley's law and Mendeleev's law. What do you mean by modern periodic law? Modern periodic law means the periodic functions are electronic configuration and atomic number. In Mendeleev's law, it will be the electronic configuration and atomic number, atomic mass. So the horizontal rows are called periods, and there are 7 periods. Vertical columns are called groups. 18 groups they are. We have length. Now we are going to learn about classification of elements into blocks. Differentiating electron. Last entering electron is an atom is called differentiating electron. Based on the entry of differentiating electrons into subshells, elements are classified into 4 blocks. They are S block elements, P block elements, D block elements, F block elements. So what is mean by differentiating electron? We already know some shells. So some shells like anti-penultimate shell, ultimate shell, penultimate shell, outermost shell, valence shell. These are some shells. Now orbitals also we know: s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbital. So differentiating electron means by entering electron of an element, we can differentiate the element. So that theorem is called as differentiating electron. So by basis of orbitals, by different orbitals, which electron enters of the orbital, based on this, they are classified into 4 blocks, that is s block, p block, d block, f block. Now we will learn about s block. S block elements. The elements in which the differentiating electron enters the s orbital of the outermost shell are called S block elements. Group 1 and 2 constitute the S block elements, alkali and alkaline earth metals. These elements are located at the left side of the long form of the periodic table. The general electronic configuration of S block elements is ns1 minus 2. So what is meant by S block elements? S block elements means the elements in which the last electron enters in the s orbital of the outermost shell. Then it is called S block element. What is meant by S block element? Means the last electron. We will every time when we are differentiating the electron, we will see the last electron. Last electron means nth shell, nth electron. So we'll see the last electron. Based on the last electron is entering in which orbital? Means if the last electron is entering in s orbital, then it is called as S block element. The last electron should enter in the s orbital, plus it have to enter in the s orbital of the outermost shell. Now S block elements are group 1 and 2. Group 1 and 2 is also called as alkali and alkaline earth metal. How this is called as alkaline earth metal? Based on the properties. So the elements have properties of alkaline and alkaline earth metals. So the group 1 and 2 wholly they are alkaline and alkaline earth metals. Not only alkali and alkaline earth metals, halogens, these are some properties. So based on that, the groups also have some other names. So group 1 and 2 are called the S block elements. So the S block elements is located at the left side of the periodic table, and the general electronic configuration is ns1 minus 2. S block elements have some series that are 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s. Actually, we will not conclude as 8s also, but normally we use 8s. It is an optional. Now, each electron in each CD, the electrons are 2 each. P block elements. The elements in which the differentiating electron enter the p orbitals of the outermost shell are called P block elements. Group 13 to 18 and the 0 groups constitute the P block. Group 18 element that is misplaced in p block is helium. These elements are located at the right side of the periodic table. The general electronic configuration of p block elements is ns1 ns2 np1 minus 2. S and p block elements are called the representative elements except the zero group. Now what is meant by p block elements? P block elements means the elements in which the last electron enters the p orbitals of the outermost shell is called p block elements. Now the p block elements are called group 13 to 18, and zero groups are called the p block elements. Now group 18th element that is misplaced in p block is helium. So we already know helium's atomic number, atomic mass number, and its symbol. So helium, its mass number is 4, atomic number is 2, electronic configuration is 1s2. So your mind will strike something. Hare, what is this helium? You know, if you see the last electron, helium's, it is s electron. So it enters in s orbital of the outermost shell. So it have to be s orbital, I mean s block. So why doesn't p block? Why it is misplaced? The group 18th element, why it is misplaced from the s block p block element? We will strike in our mind. So why? Because of its properties. Helium is have the property of noble gases, as it is a gas, and it constitute in the zero group. So that's why it comes under the p block elements. As you know that p block elements are group 13 to 18 and zero groups. So helium is also is having some properties of p block elements, but in electronic configuration it doesn't have. But in properties like zero group comes under the p block element. So helium also comes under the p block element. So it is kept under the p block elements only. Now you know that s block elements are located at the left side of the periodic table, means p block elements are located at the right side of the periodic table. Now general electronic configuration of p block elements are ns2 and p1 minus 2. Now s and p block elements are called the representative elements except the zero group. What is meant by representative elements? Means the s and p block elements show some property of the representative elements, but why not zero group? Because as it is p block, zero group is also called as p block only. Why it doesn't comes under representative elements? Because it doesn't show the property. So in p block element also zero group doesn't show the property of representative elements, so it is not called as representative elements. But all the elements in s and p block elements shows the representative elements except the zero group. P block elements, the elements in which the differentiating electron enters the d orbitals of the penultimate shell are called d block elements. Group 3 to 12 constitute d block elements. These elements are located at the middle in between s and p block of the long form of the periodic table. The general electronic configuration of d block elements in ns1 minus 2, n minus 1, 1 minus 10. So what is meant by d block elements? If you see s and p, we have one common thing, that is outermost shell. If you see s orbital, p orbital, the last electron of the s orbital enters in the outermost shell only. The definition you have to compulsory note down that S and P outermost shell, D means penultimate shell. So finally I want to tell that I have the elements in which the last electron enters the d orbitals of the not outermost shell, penultimate shell are called d block elements. S block elements mean the elements in which the last electron enters the s orbitals of the outermost shell. Same p block elements also, the elements in which the last electron enters the p orbitals of the outermost shell. Now group 3 to 12 are called the d block elements, and these elements are located at the middle, means S block is located at the left, P block is located at the right of the periodic table, and D block is located between the S and P. Means in the middle it is located. So guess what? Where F block will locate? It is located bottom the SPD. The general electronic configuration is ns1 minus 2 n minus 1 1 minus 10. The D block contains 4 series of the elements. The 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D are the series are completely filled with 10 elements each. They have the properties intermediate to those of the S and P block elements. So they are referred to as transition elements. But zinc, cadmium and mercury, which have the electronic configuration n-1 d10 ns2, do not show most of the transition elements properties. So all the D block elements except second B group are called the transition elements. So the D block contains 4 series, that is 4D, 5D, 6D, third 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D series. So the whole series are completely filled with 10 electrons each. Now there is one property, as we know that in S and P block they are called as representative element, as if they have the representative property except the zero group. But in D block element there is one property that is called transition elements property. So what is meant by transition elements? Means the S and P block elements, means the D block elements shows the properties of S and P block elements. So they are called as transition element. But exceptions are cadmium, zinc, mercury. So they comes under d orbitals only, but they doesn't show the transition elements properties. So all the D block elements are called the transition elements, but the exception is the second B group. Second B group, also they given the exception in that zinc, mercury, cadmium. They doesn't show the property of transition elements, so they also comes under second B group. So many elements which show the property of d orbital, means which comes under D block, this doesn't show transition elements property. So second B group doesn't show transition elements property. All the D block elements shows transition elements properties, but exception is second B group. You have to just know this. In S and P block are called representative elements except zero group. D block elements are called transition elements except second B group. These are the exceptions. Now F block elements. The elements in which the differentiating electron enters the f orbitals of the antipenultimate shell called F block elements. A part of group 3 constitute the F block. These elements are located at the bottom of the periodic table. F block elements are also in the transition elements. There are two series of F block elements. They are 4F, 5F series. 4F series elements lanthanum and are called lanthanides. So what is meant by F block elements? Once we will revise the definition. What is mean by S block elements? Define it. Means the elements in which the last electron enters the s orbital of the outermost shell. Now P block defined means the elements in which the last electron enters the P block or P orbitals of the outermost shell are called P block elements. Now D block elements means the elements in which the last electron enters the d orbital of the penultimate shell are called D block elements. F block elements means the elements in which the last electron enters the f orbitals of the antipenultimate shell. S and P outermost shell, D penultimate shell, F antipenultimate shell. Now third group are called as F block elements, and S block left side, P block right side. D block in between of S and P means middle, and F block in bottom of the S and PD groups. I mean blocks. So there are two series of F block elements, that is 4F and 5F series. So 4F series elements are called lanthanum, and they are also called as lanthanides. 5F series elements follow actinium and are called actinides. They are also called radioactive elements. The general electronic configuration of F block elements is N-2 F1 minus 14 N-1 D0 NS2. Lanthanides belong to 6th period and 3rd B group. Actinides belong to 7th period and 3rd B group. La and AC are D block elements, but lanthanides and actinides are F block elements. So in this, 4F series follow the lanthanum, and they are also called as lanthanides. 5F series follow actinium. They are also called as actinides, and one more name is radioactive elements. So the general electronic configuration is N-2 5F1 minus 14 and minus 1 D0 NS2. Lanthanides belong to 6th period. 3rd B group. 3rd B group means F orbit means if the F block elements are called the 3rd B group. 3rd B group shows the F orbit block properties. So lanthanides belong to 6th period, 3rd B group. Actinides belong to 7th period, 3rd B group. La and AC, lanthanides and actinides are D block F block elements, but La and AC are D block elements. Thank you. Have a nice day. If you like my video, please comment me in the above. And if you want more topics about some subjects, comment me so that I will make you. If you thanks for watching.